In this episode, Paige goes fishing with a freshman, and I get to meet the green monster.
So excited to have Brady Harp with us today. Brady is going to be an incoming freshman at Auburn and going to be on the fishing team.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So you have some experience fishing Lake Martin.
I have fished here throughout my whole high school career, and I like to come out here and try to catch some bass.
Yeah, so now you're just going to be down the road, and he is going to try to teach this realtor some new tricks.
I'm going to try. Typically when I'm looking at different stuff to fish, I try to find obscurities. So like little points, they create little, just differentiations for fish to swim up and down the deep water, the shallow water, just something as an ambush point to find bait fish. So we're gonna try to fish some points today, try to fish some little rock, riprap, just see if there's any crawfish in there and try to catch some fish. So to cast, what you're gonna do, you're gonna hold it with your pinky finger under and grip it like that with your thumb up. You get your pointer finger and hold the line still, with a little bit of line at the top. Then you throw it off, and then as soon as it hits the water, let it sink a little, and then do that. All right, like that, and hold it. That's loud. All right. There you go. There you go. Now flick it back, and then just kind of let it sit on the bottom, and just kind of pull your rod back to hop it along. And when one bites it, you should feel something hit it pretty hard.
So talk to us about how does the fishing team work at a university?
To my understanding, the way it works at Auburn is there's an A and a B team, and through qualifying tournaments, those who do the best will be on the A team, and the university will help pay, I guess, or not pay, but just assist you in getting to the tournaments. And if you're on the B team, you get yourself there, I guess, but you're still on the team under the Auburn logo, I guess. Full academic scholarship. I was the valedictorian of my graduating class in high school this past May.
Mind you.
Yes, I was at Spain Park.
In Birmingham. So what do you have to major in?
Right now, I hope to major in either marketing or administrative business at Auburn in the Harbert School of Business at Auburn. Right now, I'm running a 19-foot Triton boat paired with a 200 Mercury Pro XS. I'm running a Minn Kota Ultrex, and I have a Hydrowave up here and two Humminbird Helixes. Rod-wise, I'm using Castaway rods right now, the Skeleton V2 series. They're my favorite rods I've ever used, and I'm glad to be using them now.
Okay, what's your favorite big catch story?
Favorite big catch story? Does it have to be bass?
No.
So, me and my dad and a few of his friends went deep sea fishing 2 or 3 years ago in the summer, and we went out for like 60 hours. Like we slept on the boat. It was out of Harbor Walk in Destin, Florida. And what we did when we went out there is we were trying to catch blue marlin, and apparently the best time to catch blue marlin are at night. So it was 3 a.m. We were all asleep except for the people that were working on the boat, and we hear somebody say, "Fish on, fish on, fish on." So we're freaking out. We're like, we're finally gonna catch a marlin. And I was the youngest on the boat. Everybody was an adult. I was a little kid. And the captain was like, "Let him reel it in." So I reeled it all the way to the boat. It wasn't a marlin. It was a sea turtle that was about as big as this boat. It is a massive sea turtle that I reeled up to the boat, and we were kind of freaked out. So yeah. Like the ones in Finding Nemo, like the really big ones? Yeah, so that was the craziest fish story I have.
I appreciate you and your time and all these fun tips. I learned a ton, but today, Brady, it just goes to show that my husband is right. There are no fish in Lake Martin.
I've heard that before.
Hey guys, this is Trey with Crew Lending. Just want to make sure everyone's aware, if you're looking for a dream home like this, we have fantastic jumbo loans, VA products with very minimal down, so you can have toys like this. Call us today. We'd love to get you pre-approved and out buying your dream home on Lake Martin.
Well, I'm kind of a warm, cozy person, so I loved the minute we drove down that long, kind of winding driveway and I saw the setting. It just was like, okay, this is it. And when we walked into the house, I just fell in love with it. The view is amazing. There's about 350 feet of waterfront out there. We also loved the fact that the accessibility from the house down to the dock was an easy walk.
We like the privacy. As Penny said, we like the water frontage for sure. We know all our neighbors. Some are full-time, most are part-time, which is okay with us. And we like the north end of the lake in terms of accessibility to Alex City. And since we're originally from Atlanta, to get back and forth to Atlanta off of 280 and I-85.
We really like the fact that this is a Russell Lands community, so there are covenants and restrictions, which we think, protects your investment. And when we purchased the house in 2012, well, it's just the two of us. Mm-hmm. So the house really is in excellent condition because it hasn't been used that frequently. We've made the decision that we are going to be moving to St. Augustine, Florida. We have a son and a daughter that are both living there and have no intentions of ever leaving. So they are begging Mom and Dad to come live closer to them so they don't have to worry about us. So that's the only reason that we're selling the house, is that we're looking forward to that next decade or two of our life around our kids and grandkids.
Check it out, PaigePatterson.com, and always like Love Lake Martin on Facebook.
Hi, I'm Kent Stewart. I'm the founder and CEO of Rely Settlement Solutions. It's great to be here associated with Love Lake Martin. We are the largest title and closing company in Alabama, and we love doing closings at Lake Martin. We have 17 branch offices throughout the state of Alabama, the Panhandle of Florida, and Eastern Tennessee. We love doing closings at Lake Martin. In fact, one of our closing attorneys is a full-time resident at Lake Martin, so it makes it very convenient for us. And we would love to handle your title and your closing next time you purchase or sell a property at Lake Martin.
We're in Gullah Island and we love Lake Martin.
The light kind of came to fruition. We wanted some underwater lights for our dock. And I got to looking, this was 15 years ago. So the internet and shopping on the internet was all fairly fresh. So we did what research we could do, and we just couldn't find anything commercially available. There was nothing out there. So we kind of established that there was a need for this type product. Other than a swimming pool light, nobody was doing anything underwater other than maybe swimming pools or fountains. So we started just kind of messing with different ideas. I wasn't smart enough to really develop the product on my own, but I was smart enough to ask questions. So I got with engineers at Sylvania and several other companies and started asking questions. Met a few guys that were in the epoxy industry. They were developing resins for underwater isolation of electrical current, potting compounds. Get some samples, and we started fooling with that type stuff and put some stuff together that worked. And we ran it for about 6-8 months, a year. Determined that it was feasible. The process we were using was working. And then my neighbor next door has a place in Florida. So he saw our lights here on the lake. He wanted one for his place in Florida. So we built him one, sent it down there. His neighbor called us. Hey, can you build me one? So we built another one. And then we started selling lights on eBay. Went to Yahoo Page Builder and built a little website. Linked it to our already existing PayPal account that we had established from selling on eBay. Woke up on Monday morning and had $780 worth of orders. Actually, originally, there was a building that sat here with our old house that was about an 8x12 building. There's a picture of it on the wall over there. It was the original shop. It was 8x12. And like I said, we grew from that to a right at 5,000 square foot metal building on the highway, 2011. Then we moved back here. So this is great. The commute's easy. I've got a flip-flop commute to work every day. It's pretty low stress.
So thank you for doing this today. We appreciate it. I just happened to be in here, and I've wanted one of these for probably about 3 or 4 years now. And so how do I know whether I need a single or a dual, or if I have enough electricity coming down to my
Sure.
dock? And tell me about that.
All right, so the difference between singles and doubles, or whether you need a single or a double, is usually a personal preference. Most people who go with a double over a single are looking at symmetry aspects. They want one off each side, one off each corner, one under each boat slip, one off each dock. If they have 2 docks, they're looking at that. There's really no huge advantage to going with a double over 2 singles, other than if you have a limited power supply. The double gives you the ability to plug in one location and operate 2 different lights off of that one location. Okay. So if you have limited plugs on the dock, the double.
110, or is it?
Yeah, it's 110. Each bulb pulls around 4 amps at startup, and then it drops off to about 2 amps when it's running. That translates to roughly costing you somewhere around $2 a month to operate on a dusk till dawn setting. They're photocell controlled, so they will work like a regular yard light, a dusk till dawn yard light or a parking lot light, and it comes on when it gets dark and it cuts off when it gets daylight.
Okay. I think my dock setup will probably be 1.
Sure.
Because it's
and that's what most people can go with. 1 light for our location for Lake Martin should translate to somewhere around a 30-foot diameter of light in the water, in that 10 to 15-foot range.
So this I'm thinking right over here.
Oh, that's perfect.
And then the outlet's right there. So I'm thinking go down.
That
and
slip's
over,
12 wide.
And boom.
So 15 down, 12, that slip's gonna be at least 12 wide. So 15 down, 12 across.
I'm just thinking out there just a tad.
You're gonna need a 75-footer.
There you go.
Sometimes it's weird. I'll sit here and see how many times in a row I can do it. All right, man. So here it is.
Thank
you ready to
so
go?
much, man. This is so awesome. Hey, get you a light from Ronnie Dennis. Big Green Monster.
And as always,
thank you so much.
If you have any questions, you can always call me.
I know where you live.
Yep. Thanks, man. If you want to find us, you can go to our website, which is thegreenmonsterfishinglight.com. You can email me at thegreenmonsterfishinglight@yahoo or at gmail.com. Or you can personally call me. I'll be happy to talk to you. The number is 334-332-0003. I'm Ronnie.
And I'm Tara.
And we are Green Monster. And we love Lake Martin.
With a here we go. You ready? Don't put that on bloopers either.
Tara.
We are Green Monster.
Do it
again.
What are we saying? Who are we?
Let me spend 5 minutes with possibly you and your financial plan. No. You ready?
That's good. All right. Ooh. My bad.